When it comes to the top 3 science fiction, television, or film franchises today, I can think of 2 that are in far worse condition than modern-day Star Trek.
The power of one, the power of two, the power of many. The power of one, the power of two. The
Goblin King, oh the Goblin King, it's so good to meet you, you great big thing. I can see you're having a fun day. Meet my friend, she's Ruby Sunday.
You serious?
I think it's safe to say that between Star Trek, Star Wars, and Doctor Who, Star Trek is in a far better position than any of the other 2 are. So now that we have a clear understanding of what is wrong with the other 2 franchises and how Star Trek is in a better position, I feel, versus Doctor Who and Star Wars, there is a question that needs to be asked. Like many other fans out there of Star Trek Space Seed and Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, which is where this film has basically ripped off a lot of its material from, I have problems with this movie. But I'm going to ask you, if you're one of those people like me who has a problem with Star Trek Into Darkness, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor and put aside those complaints for a moment. Let's pretend for a moment that they did not rip off The Wrath of Khan to lift this movie up. What is your assessment of this version of Khan Noonien Singh?
Mr. Spock, give me my crew.
And what will you do when you get them?
Continue the work we were doing before we were banished.
Which, as I understand it, involves the mass genocide of any being you find to be less than superior.
Shall I destroy you, Mr. Spock? Or will you give me what I want?
Now let me be clear about this. Benedict Cumberbatch is no Ricardo Montalban, but he did not do a bad job with the character of Khan. And that is what I want to talk about today. It seems that there is an article out there that is suggesting that this version of Khan and Benedict's, the way he interpreted the character, the way he played him, may be the only character out there that could bring life back to Star Trek. Now this article comes from MSN, the one Star Trek actor whose return could save the franchise. So MSN has proposed the idea that Khan and his outcast of augments be assimilated by the Borg.
Have you lost your mind?
All right, let's get back. We'll get back to Khan in just a moment. But haven't we done the Borg enough already? I mean, damn, how much more of this do we have to go through? They've watered it down. They've just made the Borg nowhere near as menacing and threatening as they used to be. And now the most brilliant idea MSN can come up with is having the Borg assimilate Khan and his crew. Imagine Benedict Cumberbatch returning as Khan and all of his super augments being assimilated by the Borg. Khan is a Borg king, and an entire Borg collective, enhanced Borg drones with superhuman genetics and intelligence, would be an incredibly fearsome foe against the Federation. Please. The reality is that the Borg don't work that way. Khan, because he's a super intelligent human, still would not have the ability to overcome the collective mind and suddenly become the Borg king. After all, the Borg queen had been around for hundreds of thousands of years before she was wiped out by the virus that the Janeway infected her with. And I seriously doubt that the Borg Queen would want to share her existence with someone like Khan.
You identified me with your computer system, I imagine. Captain, although your abilities intrigue me, you are quite honestly inferior. Mentally, physically. In fact, I am surprised how little improvement there has been in human evolution. Oh, there has been technical advancement, but how little man himself has changed.
And there it is right there. Khan was amazed by the Enterprise's technology, but he was more interested in the evolution of humans. So I do not see Khan accepting this premise of blending technology in with organic matter. It would become a complete opposite of the way the man thinks. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on this. So please, drop those comments below and let me know what you think. And until the next time, my friends, God bless.